Hey guys, and welcome back to my reaction videos. We are getting ready to watch the first episode of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. How many Marvel shows does this make now? Anyways, I'm super excited to watch She-Hulk. I'm really intrigued because it was getting a lot of slack for the bad visual effects. Of course, they've corrected it, but then again, early reviews were also saying it wasn't good, so it's getting a lot of bad press. But now currently, it's getting a lot of good press. So I'm really keen to see which it is. I'll give my opinion at the end, but I am really excited about the fourth wall breaking because we all recognize that from the Deadpool films, and I do think it works in cinema. She-Hulk is known to break the fourth wall in her own comic books, so I do like that they're going to incorporate it into this lawyer show. It just gives it a different spin, a different feel from the other Marvel shows, which is what they really want to do. I'm kind of a little ready for some more seriousness in the MCU. After Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm kind of a little over the comedic part of the MCU, but I am hoping that, it's a little bit more grounded, a little bit more drama. Let's, embrace the seriousness. We can do that. But without further ado, episode 1, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
About that, it's true. I am a Hulk. And I'm guessing you're not.
I made this little device which keeps me in human form.
That was the long went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. So he becomes Captain America was a virgin.
Look out!
Oh, there it is.
Inhibitor. Jen, get away from me. I'm bleeding. Get away.
Oh, girl, what happened to you?
Who did this to you?
Are you okay? You need shoes, because this is a public bathroom.
Right.
Got some here. Take these right here.
Yes, and then
Look.
Do you have anywhere to go?
I have to call my cousin to get me.
What's your name?
I think my boyfriend's just.
Oh, come on. Where are you going? Let us But this is where I spent a blip fixing myself and integrating the Hulk banner identities. It's a car in Class A courier craft. They're probably trying to deliver a message. I gotta get to the bottom.
I changed.
Look, I'm sorry. To explain.
That is not the sentence to take a pause on, Bruce.
Okay. Look, this size gamma, I was able to use it to completely heal my arm.
Oh. Bit dramatic.
It's way too dangerous.
My own office. I have
Jen,
business
this is
cards.
it. There is no going back to what you were before. You feeling better?
Bruce! I will use this chamber for you, psychopath! Why are you talking to me like I'm a stray horse?
Jen, this is incredible. You don't have an alter ego. You're the only one in there?
As far as No. It's just me. The first time, it was so intense I could...
Guess we can just skip all that then.
Yeah. So how do I turn back into Jen? How did you do it?
Usually I fall out of a...
Jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control, no...
I mean, the visual effects look really good.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Boulder toss. It's gonna be easy on this first one.
Very good.
Just trying to show you how it's done.
I'm shown.
I'm shown.
Little punk. Buzz, no buzz.
Just good.
It's a good time during a hard time.
So all of this just feels like projecting a lot of shit onto me. I'm doing this.
Okay, this is completely new territory.
I'm sorry, the idea of being a superhero is not appealing to me. I'm not you. Hiding away on some remote beach with no friends, no relationships, never seeing your cautionary tale.
That's the price you have to pay for keeping the world safe.
It's not...
What, you think you can just say a bunch of mean things like that and then take off?
Yes! bullshit!
Okay, I want.
Tommy!
That's all you.
Sorry. He doesn't mean that. Thanks for everything. And I'm sorry, gentlemen of the jury.
Now in front of everybody? Yes, yes. Come on.
Who the hell are you? Jennifer Walters, attorney at law. Yeah, they wanna know who's that. I'm ready to give my closing argument now.
That ass, like that ass, did not deserve to die a virgin.
43 on the USO tour.
Yes, I knew it. Captain America, fuck!
Alright, well, I definitely have not laughed this much in any of the other Marvel shows. I think it has a very good comedic twist to it, and the whole fourth wall breaking I am a fan of. She's really good. I wasn't quite sure about the casting for She-Hulk. I haven't really seen her in anything else, but I'm a fan now. I think she delivers everything very well in the last part. Captain America! Yes! So good! So good. They do pay homage to the comic book origin of She-Hulk because she did essentially get a blood transfusion from the Hulk, which is what made her turn into She-Hulk. Long story short, though, is I do think that the MCU is beginning to plant the seeds for potentially a Planet Hulk film storyline. I don't think they would do it in a TV show, so I do think they're setting up the groundwork because we've had some Hulk films. We had the first one with Eric Bana, then we had the second one with Edward Norton, but with Mark Ruffalo, he hasn't really had his own film or film trilogy as the Hulk. He's always just been kind of like popping up in the other films. Because we already know the planet Sakaar. That's essentially what happened in Thor Ragnarok. He was on the planet Sakaar, becoming like a gladiator and fighting all these battles. That was also loosely pulling storylines from Planet Hulk into the film for Thor. So now with this whole Sakaarian ship, which was essentially the reason why they got in the whole car accident, and then Hulk said it was a messenger ship, and he's gonna have to find out what it's all about. I think we will see it for sure. Let me break it down for you. So essentially in the comic books, what happens is the Illuminati, yes, exactly the same ones that you saw in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, although not necessarily that specific group of characters, but the Illuminati in the comic books decide again that Hulk is too dangerous to stay on Earth, so they send him to outer space. Naturally, that pisses off the Hulk, and he ends up on Sakaar. On Sakaar, it essentially starts to kind of meld into Thor Ragnarok, where you saw him do all these gladiator battles, and he just starts to win. What they do find out is that his blood actually helps make the planet thrive, because of course, it's kind of like a dying planet, but the Hulk's blood starts to make the planet thrive, and all this vegetation starts to grow where he's bled. Whilst he's there, he also starts to meet this woman named Kiera, who is actually there to go fight him, but they fight, and then they fall in love, they shack. That's important, do remember that. After being on the planet Sakaar for a while, a massive bomb goes off, it lays waste to a lot of the planet, but most importantly, it kills his wife, Kiera. Now, because his wife died and the whole bomb thing, the Hulk starts to blame the Illuminati for everything, which essentially results in Hulk returning to Earth, and then that is kind of the storyline World War Hulk, where everyone has to fight the enraged, angry Hulk again. But now you remember Hulk's wife, Kiera? Well, in the comic books, she's connected to the old magic of Sakaar. So even though that she died, she was actually pregnant after shacking up with the Hulk and gives birth, she doesn't give birth, the planet gives birth to 2 sons that she had with Hulk. So I do think that Sakaar ship popping up in She-Hulk is done on purpose. Because again, the Hulk mentioned that it was a messenger ship. So someone is potentially trying to send Hulk a message.
Papa, can you hear me?
Maybe his 2 sons. So probably during the time of Thor Ragnarok, when he was actually the Hulk for 2 years, he probably shacked up with a woman. Or 2. Who knows how many, but essentially he got one of them pregnant without knowing it. So maybe, just maybe, the person who's trying to send him a message is his son. Or sons. You don't really know. We don't know just yet. We don't know just yet, but I'm thinking we are going to see Planet Hulk storyline. Essentially, when the Hulk goes back to Sakaar, he finds his sons. But the thing is, because of just, magic and whatnot, they've actually aged quicker, so they're already kind of like pre-teens, teenagers. So when he gets there, they're already much older. Potentially because the Grandmaster was overthrown in Thor Ragnarok, maybe the people who've come into power on Sakaar are one of his sons. Now, what I'm actually hoping is going to happen is, if they do decide to do this, and he goes back to Sakaar, and maybe they've reverted back to form, and they're still having all those gladiator battles, a good character to introduce that we just saw really briefly is Hercules. I think that would be a good foil to have in the film. Obviously, he has to pop up somewhere, so why not as one of the contestants in those gladiator combats? I think that would be a perfect fit for the character to pop up next. All in all, I'm really liking She-Hulk. I was a bit worried with everything that people were saying that wasn't going to be good. I think they've nailed it. I'm really glad they went back and corrected the visual effects because it does look really good. I like the chemistry between both actors, so I'm really just wanting to know now with this series if there's going to be more mentions and more kind of like breadcrumbs that will lead to a Planet Hulk film, because I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching my reaction videos. Let me know in the comments below if you think that they are setting up Planet Hulk / World War Hulk, and if you are down to see it. Alrighty guys, I will talk at you guys later. Bye.